Welcome back to the Don't Write That Book podcast, where you can learn how to write your bestseller and own your authorship. Follow along with us as we give you an insider's view of the book industry. Now, here are your hosts, myself, Mike Michalowicz, and AJ Harper. Okay, here we go. So I got a text from Krista while we're talking. I don't know if you saw me hop on the phone.
I got a text from my wife while we were talking.
Well, mine was a complaint. What was yours?
It's going to be because mine said, "Did you take the garbage out?" And the answer is, I forgot.
Okay. Mine was, "Don't wear boots in the house, please." So I leave a note. So I left, we start early. You were here 6:55, 6:45 this morning.
Yeah.
So I got here a few minutes before 7. But I got breakfast down.
And I drive 40 minutes in.
Yeah, so we're both starting early. It's pitch black out. So I'm tiptoeing around the house, and all I have is these work boots. So I'm like, just grab the work boots and put them on. And I went to the bathroom to brush my teeth. And I look down, and there's one track. I'm like, oh God. Oh God, there's one in my track. I'm like, so I brush it under the credenza thing or whatever, the armoire, whatever that thing is.
You shoved it under?
Just one. It's because it's one little track. And then I'm tiptoeing. I'm like, do not drop mud. Do not drive. I blow a kiss at my wife. She's out cold sleeping. I sneak out. I stomp my feet. Once I get out, I'm like, there's no tracks. I'm like, I think I made it.
You didn't make it.
I didn't make it. I got the text. Don't wear your boots in the house, Michael.
Right. But last night my wife said, I need to go take the garbage out. I said, I'm leaving early in the morning. I'm just going to take it. And she looked at me quizzically and she's like, what? And I said, no, I'll take it to the curb. And she said, that's not your job. And I said, I know, but I can do it. And she said, will you, this is the key, will you remember? And I said,
oh no.
Yeah.
Indignantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing I'm so sad about is that she was so excited. She was like, wow, okay. Yay. Now I have not responded to the text.
Oh no. I know. What do you do?
Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Thursday, the garbage comes again.
Okay.
So today is Monday.
Okay.
I'm going to get up. No, I'm going to go out Wednesday night. And I'm just going to go do it.
Are you at risk for any kind of animals getting into it? Raccoons or something?
No.
Oh, then yeah, I would do that.
I live in a cute little river village town that's a suburb of Manhattan. It's not like you. You're out there. You got some woods.
Oh, we got bears. You know what I found is the secret to proactively addressing this is when my wife does something and falls short, not to be judgmental, but say, it happens to everybody. Because then when it comes back to me, then I've already deflated the animosity. So recycle comes only once every 2 weeks to our house. I've been traveling the last 2 recycles. So I've asked my wife, I say, hey, could you bring out recycle? So she missed both of those. So we now have a month and a half to 2 months of recycle. It's filling up half of our garage. And she's like,
what are you consuming that it's filling up half of you're exaggerating.
You wouldn't believe how much recycles we go through. Yeah, I am exaggerating. It uses a quarter of our garage, but we have 4 overflowing bins.
And is it driving you crazy?
No,
because you're just like, I'm letting it go.
Not when she goes, I'm so sorry. I said, oh no, it happens to everybody. Because I'm the Yahoo forgets to take out the garbage or forgets to take it out. And she used to be like, you forgot again. But now since I've been priming her with it happens to everybody, don't worry about it. When I forget recycle next week, happens to everybody.
I hope that happens for you, but I'm going to stick with Wednesday. I'm going to set a reminder on my phone.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
So today's episode, we're going to talk about working on multiple books at the same time. I'm joined in the studio with AJ Harper, the author of Write a Must Read. Also, she has ajharper.com where you can sign up for book retreats and other stuff to enhance your book writing experience. What I admire about you, AJ, is you're not manipulative like I am with my wife.
I mean,
you're not psychologically manipulative.
You said it. I didn't say it.
I'm psychologically manipulative. You're not.
No.
No, you are such a stalwart for your wife, constantly supporting her and blocking and tackling. I admire that.
Well, that's what we sign up for, right?
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, I did.
Yeah, of course. Me too. Of course.
Yeah. I think we can have a mutual admiration for how we care about our spouses. Actually, I admire that about you as well. I think we have that shared value of trying to grow in the relationship as opposed to being stuck in this, though. I mean, we've both been married almost 30 years.
Yeah.
There were several people during that time.
Yeah.
You have to keep reconnecting, keep getting to know. You have to be willing to stick it out. You have to be willing to be there, as my mom would say, when the tide goes in and when the tide goes out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you want to hear that?
What a great metaphor.
Oh, no. Listen, let me tell you. We got married and it wasn't legal yet, but it was, real for us, white dress, whole deal.
I love it.
My mom came up and she did the flowers as a gift for us. So she did the flowers for the whole wedding, and she took me aside and she said, okay, look, number one, this marriage is not about you and how you feel or your comfort. It's about spiritual growth. And she said, if you understand that, then you can weather storms. And she said, secondly, in marriage, you will not always be in love. She said, sometimes the tide goes out. What you have to remember when the tide goes out is that it always comes back in. It's like the ocean.
I love
So if it's out, don't forget that it will come back in. And she said, because I was a massive flirt at the time, bad. She said, listen, you can't put yourself in vulnerable situations when the tide is out.
Oh, that's smart.
Because you have to protect the marriage. So you have to remember, tide's coming back in, that's a guarantee. It's going to come. You don't know when. But when it's out, you're going to shore up.
That's so great.
And I tell you what, it's one of the main reasons that we're still married.
That is so
right?
great.
Now that's good marriage advice. And so then later in our marriage, we'd be like, oh, tide's in. Like like you could feel it. Like, that shift when you're like, oh, like you always love your spouse. But then there's a moment when you're like, look at who I'm married to.
Yeah.
Like you get that little spark. That's when the tide comes in.
I
But
love
when
it.
it's out, you have to be like super protective because you're vulnerable.
I don't know if it's a tied-in moment, but yesterday, so all of our children are back for the first time at our house collectively at the same time, perhaps in over a year or two.
That's a lot.
It's a
Plus
lot.
your daughter-in-law, right?
My daughter-in-law. So yesterday, which was Sunday, my daughter was there with her boyfriend,
Okay.
for her long-term boyfriend, like live-in boyfriend.
Because it's kind of serious, right?
Very serious, yeah. My youngest son was, they're going to get married.
I
I'd be
was
shocked.
whispering. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Because Adela is the producer of this show.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. She won't listen to this. He's great, Marco. And then my youngest son was there. He came back from Utah, just having an extraordinary business journey. He's loving it. And then my oldest son was there. And all this insanity going on. I went to my wife. I'm like, when are we alone again?
Oh,
When is just me and you? So the tide is in.
The tide is in.
Yeah. Just love spending time with her. Okay. Let's talk about writing multiple books at the same time. Isn't that the essence of who you are, AJ? Isn't that your life?
No.
Well, you're working with so many authors in the process.
I'm not writing those things.
That's true. But
I edit multiple books at the same time.
well, that's part of writing is rewriting.
That's not my content.
You've started a new writing season yourself, though, for your own.
Almost. So
Okay.
if we define writing season, when you and I talk about it, it's when we've started on a new book. And actually, specifically, it's not book development. It's the actual sit down, bang it out is writing season. Right? Isn't that how you define it?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah.
Because the book development is always happening.
Yeah.
But then there's book development and then there's actively in book development. And I need another term for what happens before active book development. Because that's when you're just sort of, oh, that's cool. Or that's in, because
It's a liminal state of, right?
well, for you, it would be, I would equate it to you get an idea, you see an article, you get it,
Yeah.
and you put it in, you got your coordinated, potentially what are some books you want to do eventually, but you're not actually actively developing those.
Is assimilation?
I don't know. I need a term for it. I'm going to think of one.
I like assimilation for the moment.
But then book development is where you're actually gathering content, testing content, actively prepping
Yeah.
for. It would be like in Rocky when he's like getting ready for the fight.
He's hitting the slabs of
That's
beef.
a little bit what book development is. And so Then there's writing season, which is banging out the first draft, and I'm about to start that.
So development, you've devoted to the book itself, but you're still collecting and assembling its structure?
Yeah. So I'm working on 2 books right now. Well, I haven't. Well, by the time this airs, I will have already been doing that. But I officially start December 1.
Okay, writing
season on one book and very serious development on another book, and actually behind me is another book.
Does that mean you're literally writing 2 books at the same time?
So there will be some crossover. Yeah.
Does that confuse the books? What's the risks of doing this?
Well, I will say, in my ghostwriter years, I have multiple books at the same time.
Okay.
It's very confusing. It's exhausting, confusing.
How do you switch your mind from I'm working on this subject to that subject, or this book to that book? Like, how do you flip that switch?
Well, I think part of the reason why it's easier when you're a ghost is because it's not my stuff.
Okay.
I think it's harder to write on multiple books if it's your stuff. Because if it's not my stuff, this is a job.
Yeah.
These are the parameters of the job.
So it's easier to separate that stuff out?
Yeah. But I will be honest, not really when I'm working. Like, I wrote Write a Must Read while I was also writing, I think, 2 of your books. Because Write a Must Read took me longer.
Yeah.
So I was working on Write a Must Read, but I was also writing.
I can't remember.
I don't remember. Honestly, it's a blur.
Yeah.
It's a blur. But I know it went over the course of 2 of your books.
Yes.
And I would have to pause my book.
Yes.
Because I was in writing season for you. But because I think I'm so emotionally invested in your stuff.
Yeah.
You're not, like when I was a ghostwriter, that's client work. You and I are not client. It's not a client relationship. It's a creative partnership. So I've become I'm super invested in the money habit.
Yeah.
I'm not writing anything else. I can't realistically.
Hey, personal question, because we're both with page 2. When it comes to the royalties, and this is way off topic, but is it now quarterly or monthly?
Quarterly.
Quarterly.
But once it kicks in, it takes 6 months.
Oh, it takes 6 months to kick in.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to the topic du jour. Oh.
You're going to love that quarterly.
I'm going to love the quarterly. Because I was just thinking in my head, we're recording this in November. The traditional publishing cycle for me is March and September.
Yeah.
So I'm like, March is going to be a nice royalty check coming. And I was
but not for Money Habit.
Yeah, I thought the Money Habit, like, oh, wow, that's going to be because that's going to be all the launch stuff. Like, that's going to be a good March. But it's really, we're talking September.
Yes.
Okay. Of 2026. So I'm on a flight. Here's the secret. If you're flying over 6 hours and you have the means, particularly a sponsor that will pay for it, get the lie flat. So my sponsor, Relay, has me doing this new podcast called Becoming Self-Made. I invite everyone to download and get it. I'm really proud of the show. So I'm flying to Los Angeles. I'm flying back on a lie flat. I'm sleeping. I wake up and go, I got AJ's book title. Don't write that book. I'm like, this is genius. So I'm just putting it out there. I think at some point when you feel compelled, you should write the book. Don't write that book.
I did. It's called Write a Must Read.
You don't think I'll smarmy, all right? You did the whole... No, but...
That's not smarmy. You mean sassy.
Sassy.
You don't mean smarmy.
You're right. That was not smarmy. That was sassy. With a taste of smarm.
But I did write that.
I think you should write another book. Don't write that book. Like all the stuff, the mistakes. To me, it's the don't eat this, eat that.
Uh-huh.
I think...
Maybe a little book.
Yeah, totally. And
like
maybe
a little baby book.
Maybe back to a few episodes back, the substantive or the additional content you can create.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's that. So
yeah, I love it.
I was going to say you're welcome, but I guess you're not welcome.
Well, that would have to be another in the back. That's...
Yeah, I know. It's so easy to throw ideas at other authors. So you have 2 books in development now.
So I would argue I have 3 books in development, and I am actively going to be writing 2 in, 1 in December, and then 2. It'll carry out. It's going to cross over based on my schedule.
Okay.
So I'm going to be actively writing 2.
How do you decide which one of those two is coming first in the writing?
There's so many factors. So a lot of it is having to think strategically about your publishing path. For example, if I were going to self-publish a book, I have a lot of control. I can bang stuff out in terms of, getting the book to market. Not bang out the book, but getting a book to market. But if you are traditionally published or with a top-tier hybrid that has trade distribution, you really do have to consider that you're probably not going to be published for a year or longer. And so the timing, you have to kind of line it up. So this second book I'm writing, I wrote a book called Write a Must Read. So while I'm talking today, book 2 means second book with my name on it. Book 3 means third book with my name on it. So book 3 that I'm working on, I know from talking to our publisher that they want that to have a lot of lead time for marketing because they're very excited about it.
This is, I'm sorry, book 2 or book 3?
Book 3.
Book 3, okay.
So the reason I moved it to 3 is because I need to build some more platform around it because the book will be for creators, not just writers.
Oh, Rick Rubin. Oh, I wish we were YouTubing this one. The face says so much. Damn it. Adela's going to be so upset because she wants all these on YouTube. And since we're in our old school studio, we're not filming.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Oh, I finally squeezed the first drop of juice from that lemon. You've been holding it in.
Yeah. So that's
wow. I'm pumped.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, Alex, Alex, forgive me. I can't pronounce your last name right.
Oh, from Books to Read.
Yes.
Do
it.
Is it Wachowski? I'll look him up. But yeah, I always forget his last name, and it's like Michalowicz.
I know, and I want him to have a little gimmicky thing like you do with his name.
Alex loves books.
No, I know, but that's why it says Alex loves books.
Oh, like Mike Motorbike kind of thing?
Yeah, like Mike Motorbike. At any rate, Alex came up
Alex Wachowski, yeah.
Okay, so Wachowski. Forgive me, Alex. I stumble over it. All right. And I hope is it Wachowski?
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
I'm confident of it. Now, Alex writes, it's like Wachowski, but no, it's Wachowski. It's Wachowski. And I'm embarrassed I forget it too. I love him.
He's a sweetheart. And he came up to me at an event and said, I think I know what your new book is. So anyway, I thought that was a cute moment.
And did he reveal?
He's close.
The guy's wickedly smart.
He is.
He's into it.
He is. Okay, so anyway, the reason I'm not writing book 3 actively first is because it needs a little more. It's going to be probably bigger than I thought.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Based on conversations I had with page 2. And so I need a little more time to just be very, very just totally engrossed in it. And we only just turned in a month ago the final pass pages on the money habit. And just also psychologically, my brain has to disconnect from it. Like, okay, now it can because you handed me a physical copy of the money habit.
Yeah.
Which I'm thrilled to take back to my office with me. I can't wait. It's like, okay, closure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm moving forward. When I was a ghost, I turned that thing in and it goes and they're done with their contract with me. I am done. I am not even thinking about it. But with your books, I'm more emotionally invested in it. So does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally makes sense.
So I can pass the torch. Book 2 is something that I'm also not going to reveal right now, but it's something that I actually wasn't going to write, but I feel like I have to. And it's something that I could get out, not in a trade distribution kind of way, and it would be of great service. And so I thought, okay, let me just see if I can get this done so that I can really help because I'm seeing a very big problem for authors. And so and I've developed it. I've been working on it for a couple years. Let me explain. As an example for how to build a book. So when I teach, I just came up with, let me come up with this idea for a book and show you how I would build it to show my students how to build. Mm-hmm. And then I'm actually going to.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. So I already developed the heck out of it. And the reason I'm doing book 2 first is because I can get through it. I don't have to do any deep soul searching with it. It's
just in you, ready to go.
It's in me. I talk about it all the time. There's nothing I need to test. Let's go. Whereas the other one is I think going to be such a major foundational thing for me, and I need some breathing space to be able to explore it. And so that's why I switched it. But I am doing them both in 2026.
Do you need to get that? I'm going to use the word blockage. I mean, it's not the right word. But if you skipped book 2 and just went to book 3, would the weight of not getting book 2 out be a distraction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, I wasn't going to do it at all.
Book 2.
I wasn't going to do it at all.
Yeah.
But then things happened this year with my students, and it kept happening. And I was, I know what to do about this. Let me just do this. And so I'm not rushing anything because I had already developed it as a learning tool. That's what's so funny.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to actually make it.
Why don't you pull the Beatles move and just call your book 2, and book 3.
Yeah.
The white book, the black book.
Yeah. Plus, I think, and this is something interesting, is because it's been a minute. So I wrote Write a Must Read. It came out in 2022, which means I finished writing it in 21.
Okay.
And I have been only writing for you during the rest of that time.
For the next 4 years, from 21 to 25.
So I think it's going to give me a lot of confidence to work on a project that I can move quickly through because I developed it already. It's cake for me. It's not going to be cake to write it any time that you write something. It's always challenging. But I think it's going to give me writing confidence for what this book 3 is really going to test me.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm so excited to be tested. But I think doing book 2 is going to help me just like, okay, I remember you. Like, yeah, you've got it. You've got this. Because it's different when it's your own stuff.
I think the human psyche needs testing. As the last, 2 decades or whatever has been the lawn mower parent, I think they call them, where,
lawnmower parent.
It used to be helicopter parent.
Oh, like where you're paving the way for them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Meaning, remember, when you and I were young and you played in the soccer club or something, or whatever the thing was, if your team lost, you lost. And the coach was actually yelling at you.
And you were lucky if your parents were there.
Yeah, and your parents didn't show. Then it became the everyone gets a trophy generation. Like,
yes,
the losing team participated.
Yes.
And now there's the lawnmower parent where it's like, my child deserves all the attention and must always be the star athlete or star whatever. And they're just plowing through. Like they negotiate grades for you.
Like, clear the room for my child. Clear the room for my child.
If my child didn't get an A on their report card, I'm going to go in and go to battle with the teacher. It's absurd. So where was I going with this?
I don't know.
Oh, the psyche needs to be challenged.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So what's interesting is I think we have the most anxious generation of all time right now. I see it in my own relatives, this extreme anxiety because everything's been blocked and protected for them.
Maybe, yeah.
They have no scar tissue. I wonder if your soul is starving to do this. Would you suggest this for our listeners is write what challenges you or write what you need to write? Like, or is it one and the same?
It's one and the same. I mean, I'm sharing what I'm doing, but don't make that what you do. It's just what I need.
But you're a writing goddess.
But this is what I need right now. There's another book that's going to challenge the heck out of me. That's the book 4, but that's a novel. But I just bought something for it this weekend.
What'd you buy? May you share?
Yeah. So I bought on thriftbooks.com where you can find used books. Highly recommend. It's the only place I could find it. It is a book of Zelda Fitzgerald's paintings and other art. And it has some biography in there as well, because I've been learning about her. You know who she was?
I know the name, but
F. Scott Fitzgerald's
okay,
wife.
Okay.
And muse.
Okay.
Troubled soul, much like F. Scott. But, they didn't say F. Scott. They call him Scott. But
Can you imagine? Well, when she was upset with him, she's like, F. Scott.
So she was a lot of bad stuff happened to her. And her art and her words were literally taken and used. And then
Like pilfered.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Her soul, her journals. Yeah. And so she's just inspiring to me right now of a character that I want to write in a novel. So I bought the book and I've filtered through that. That's way in the back. So just so we're clear, I'm going to write 2 books in 2026. One that I've already developed the heck out of. One that I am figuring out what it is. So I'm still in development. And then while I'm doing that, in the back of my mind, I'm still in development on the novel while I figure out the characters. But I'm more like playing around. Like I'll sit and look at all her paintings and see what I see and take notes.
Oh my gosh.
So that's what is how my brain works is I've got something in the way back. I've got 2 that I'm pulling forward. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Yeah.
Couldn't everything be in the front? You're in the writing season and then you revert back to development and say, oops, I'm baking this too soon?
Yes. So sometimes with students, I'll say, you know what, let's take a pause and you need to go do a test drive. Let's go see if people can do this process that you've created in this book. Let's get some more feedback from people about what it's like to try this methodology or whatever. Let's go test. Or you know what, why don't you pause and do some interviews? You need more stories. You might see how the shape of things shifts a little bit. But that doesn't mean that you're officially out of writing season. It just means you're going to pump the brakes so you can gather. You need a little more input, whether from a test drive or from interviews or from maybe your own work. Or maybe you need to pause to do a healing draft. So for people writing about deeply personal things, and I write about this in my book, sometimes that you have to write about the difficult topic for yourself first so that you are not always thinking about other people reading it. When you're writing a sad or traumatic or whatever painful story and you've never talked about it, and now it's not only going to be for human consumption, but something people pay you for, it just messes with your head and it can cause a lot of stress. So you might also pause. Let me just do a healing draft. Then I'll come back and I'm going to write for someone because you have to write for yourself first. So these are all reasons why you might pull out of writing season.
That's a remarkable phrasing. And I heard you use that before, that healing draft. There's that behavioral component called loss aversion. It's a theory that once we've started something, to stop doing it is more painful than continuing, even though it's going down the wrong path. Have you seen or experienced authors who really should revert back to development, but they keep on writing when they shouldn't?
Not so much anymore because they were honest. This sounds, but they're just listening to me.
Yeah.
No, because I'll advise them,
Yeah. And I think you make it okay. You make it safe. It feels unsafe to revert because it feels like I'm not going to deliver this. It's
just our Western society, which says we must deliver on this time or it's not worth doing.
Yeah.
I said I was going to be done by this time.
Yeah.
What I really need to do is write a little pamphlet or something for spouses, honestly.
There is this just ship it mentality. And now the counterpoint is let it bake properly.
Well, why I just said that about spouses is I hear from so many people who, their loved ones are wondering, why isn't this book done? If you're not in it, you don't really understand the creative process, which is not linear and unpredictable, but then publishing, which is glacial pace. So then the people around you who don't understand, they're like, what the heck? You've been talking about this for 3 years. Yes, accurate. But writing multiple books, I think it definitely is the next level. It's not for amateurs. Do you know what I mean? Like I see people trying to, they'll come into my program or whatever and they'll say, and I have 6 books I want to write. Okay, well, we're going to try and do one because it is the next level kind of skill to be able to juggle both of them.
So say you actually are writing 2 books at once, not one's in development. Does one always take the lead?
Yeah. So there'll be crossover for me in the spring of writing 2 books at the same time.
But book 2 will be the priority, I assume. Like, do you wake up in the morning and say first book 2, then book 3?
Yeah, because I gave myself an internal deadline on book 2, but I haven't given myself a book 3 deadline yet.
Okay. Do you suggest that for all of our listeners, if you're going after multiple books, that you actually have a schedule each day?
Yeah.
And how do you physically do that?
I've mapped it out. So I have exactly figured out. So I know how many words I write per hour.
How many do you write an hour?
It's between 300 and 500. A good day is 500.
Okay. And that's good content. Because you can write, I could do 800 junk words in an hour.
I mean, it's pretty junk.
Okay.
I think it's junk.
Really? Okay.
Maybe not your version of junk. My
version of junk is it's vomit.
Okay, so it's a little more, it's a step up from vomit.
Okay. Because I think if it's polished good words, maybe 100 an hour, maybe.
But I've got a lot of stuff in brackets in there saying, look at that, change this is dumb, research that.
Yeah.
You know, it's Swiss cheese.
Okay.
But I just keep going. So, you know.
So you can bang out 500 words an hour.
Max.
So you're banking on 400 words an hour. I mean, do you pick, okay. So do you say, I got to do 800 words on this book per day? So that gives me 2 hours. Like,
I usually go conservative. So I probably can do 400, but I will plan for 3.
Okay, great.
Because I never, ever want to be disappointed in myself because that's what releases the inner critic trolls. Oh. So I'm always thinking of troll management.
The resistance.
Yeah, I'm always thinking of troll management. Okay, how can I make this so doable that I hit it every time?
So I listened to a great interview with Steven Pressfield. Did I tell you?
Yeah.
About that?
Huberman.
I didn't realize this. No, Jack Hinfield. Or was it? Now I'm conflating
Everyone's talking about right now is Huberman. It's the one you sent to me.
Who was the truck driver? Was that Steven Pressfield was a truck driver? I think it was Steven Pressfield.
He's been a lot of things.
Okay. And he kept his typewriter in his truck and he wouldn't write, but he would kind of beat himself up for...
I don't think that's Steve.
Yeah, I don't know. But what I'm hearing is you are very deliberate. So is your schedule like, I'm going to get up at this time?
Like I can show you. I have it's already blocked off. To complete the entire first draft is blocked off, allowing time for when I even have figured out when am I walking because I'm testing something right now.
Okay.
Because there's a theory around doing the walk before you write, like physical activity.
That makes sense.
But in sunlight.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm being really I'm testing during this writing season. Is it better to do before or is it better for me to do it after? So I'm going to be doing that while I'm trying to figure out what works because I'm always kind of hack this stuff. Mm-hmm. But I have the whole thing figured out, accounting for breaks, holidays, other work commitments and stuff. The whole first draft for book 2 is completely blocked. And now I've got to go over Thanksgiving and block book 3. It actually takes me several hours to block it because I have to really think. It's not just about time blocking. It's just think, okay, energy wise, what am I doing the day before? Am I going to be prepared for this? Am I going to be too tired because of whatever's happening so that I can always really hit it?
Interesting.
So it's completely blocked.
Do you feel there, for the new or established author, risks for trying to tackle 2 books at once? Like,
yeah.
What are the
There's
risks
risks for me doing it.
What are the risks for you?
Diverting your attention, getting stuck on one and then allowing yourself to be stuck on the other one simultaneously. Letting the doubts you have that inevitably come up when the inner critic, Steve Pressfield's resistance, whatever, I call them inner critic trolls. When they show up, they're going to show up in double, triple because you're working on 2 things. I've always said the more inner critic trolls you have, the bigger the army. That means the more you know you're onto something important. So now I got to have 2 armies.
This may be a dumb question. on average, to write one book, when you devote all your time to it, just the writing phase, before it goes into the substantive edits, how long does that typically take you?
So it's hard to say now because I have a lot of other things I do.
Yeah.
You know?
What would you expect if you were just working on one book? 6 months?
If I've developed it already?
Yeah.
Are you talking just writing?
Just the writing, yeah.
2 to 3 months.
Okay, so say 3 months. When you write, this is maybe a stupid question, but when you write book 2 and book 3 at the same time, do both books now take double the time, or are you doubling each day and you're going to get 2 books done in 3 months? Like,
no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm gonna emphasize book 2, and then bring in book 3 when I'm kind of coasting a little bit.
So
when I feel like, okay, so this is so important that we're talking about this. Thank you for asking these questions. When I get about halfway through a book, I'm good. I'm like, I know this book, right?
And I think people confuse halfway that you've written chapters 1 through 4 in an 8-chapter book, but you don't mean that.
No, you know what my master docs look like.
Yeah.
It's like over here, over here, over here, over
Yeah,
here.
and you start it. You remember that scene in The Matrix where he starts moving things with his hands?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to admit something.
Whatever. It's like he's got a virtual
it.
reality headset on. Basically, you grab pieces of content and you start moving it with your hands.
Oh, okay. I can visualize that.
Okay. That's what you...
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah.
So the whole book has stuff. And what I've seen you do is you say, in this chapter, here's just the stuff we're probably going to put here.
Yeah.
And then as it starts forming, you say, no, actually, it needs to go here. And you start shifting it around.
Yeah. And I always write to the energy too. So I'm super developed. I know exactly what's going in. I have a very expanded, detailed outline. I've considered the reader journey, what I call the progression of understanding, the flow of information, how I'm attending to the reader, everything. It is completely planned. And then I'm just like, okay, let me write what I feel like that day because I know where it's going.
So, okay. So what's the halfway point then before you start coasting?
I'm literally about halfway written, meaning word count wise. So I have an estimation of word count based on how many chapters and an average word count per chapter.
Okay.
And it's just an estimation that helps me block my time. It's not, I'm not rigid with it. I don't have to hit it, but it just helps me see how much time do I really need. And then I'm about halfway through and I think, okay, I know this book. Now I'm just got to finish. Now I've just got to bring it home. But there's still in the first part, so much discovery that happens. Wait, I totally forgot about this. You have all these thoughts like, oh, why did you want to do that chapter? You don't want to do that chapter. And so until you kind of get past that, I don't feel like you can cruise. So I said coast earlier, but it's more like cruise. I can cruise to the finish line. The first half is critical. I can't think about anything else. I'm just going to do this. But once I'm cruising, I can start writing book 3.
Gotcha.
Does that, you know what I mean? Because my brain has to be like, okay, I got this.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, so it sounds like it goes from thought and consideration to more of an output stage. Is that the flipping?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's still a lot of work, as you know. I mean, we were moving chapters around during substantive edit of the Money Habit, and we always, we've even moved stuff around at stages we shouldn't. But
right, theoretically, yeah. But I don't just think that stuff could have been moved otherwise.
No, because you
just didn't see it yet.
You didn't see it. So, but that's not. You're so cruising at that point.
Yeah.
And substantive edits for me are just, I love them. They're easy for me. It's super fun. And once we get to copy edit, forget it. It's just cake.
How do you market? If you're writing 2 books at once, how do you market book 2 while you're writing book 3?
Well, for me, I have a little secret. I'm going to do something for that book that I've never done and I've never seen an author do.
So will you share this one or no?
Not right now.
Your secrecy is remarkable. Like you're holding all this in.
Well,
I got the first insight literally live from you today, just from a glance. Yeah.
Because you know me, that other people might not have clocked it.
So you're going to do a marketing thing that you've never seen done before.
I'm going to tell you though, because I'm going to need your help.
Okay, but you won't tell me until some future point.
I just want to make sure I'm actually going to deliver before I commit.
I want to give a couple of marketing insights on the Money Habit when we wrap up too, somewhere between our self-promotional stuff. because I want to keep people listening, but I got some really cool updates on that front.
And are these updates things that people can use in their own author journey?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So you definitely want to tune in.
Yeah. So when you're writing 2 books at once, you're going to be writing book 3, but you're going to be marketing book 2. You have to, right?
100%.
And have you allocated the time for that? How do you measure?
Well, okay, so
necessary?
everyone should know that I've also structured my life into seasons now. So as we're recording this, it's the 3rd podcast in a row we've recorded on November 17th. We do them in batches.
That's right.
It's the last week of my workshop. My workshop season is 14 weeks. It's intense, man. It's all I do. It's all I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I might record a podcast and take some other meetings, but I'm not creating anything. I am just working with my students to create their stuff, helping them, because it's use of all my bandwidth to support them in that way, because it's very hands-on. That's a season for me. I have retreat season. It's in the summer.
And then writing season.
And now I'm dedicating now. And it's not like I won't do other things. I've got authorship planning, and I've got little mastercrafts I'll do, and I'm going to teach editor certification, and I'm still doing all those things, but nothing is taking up my major bandwidth. And you and I are on writing hiatus, and that's what, I need that.
Yeah.
Because I will never be able to get these books done. Yeah.
Little news update. When I was in Australia, I met a guy who's planted 1 million sunflowers.
You met him?
Yeah. Ian, right?
No, Ivan.
Ivan.
Oh, you met Ivan?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I was hoping you would meet him. He's been at retreat.
Yeah, that's what surprised me. So we were hanging out down in Sydney. I had literally 15 minutes. And he's extraordinary. He is in the Sydney area, but he was willing to make the drive down. And
of course he was.
Up front, I said, dude, I'm going to have 15 minutes. It's going to be this awkward kind of walk around. We were looking at the Opera House, kind of walking around. And then I got a bulk.
Did you know he performed there?
No.
Yeah, he used to be an actor. He used to be a performer.
No.
Yeah. He showed me a commercial he did one time.
A lovely man.
Yeah.
I knew of him before. I met him.
Yes.
I met him once before.
Yes.
But ever so briefly, he was in an audience.
Remember, he's the guy who someone took all his Mike McAllowitz books?
Yes, and I sent him the books. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. And he said, AJ said one day, I will be speaking at ProfitCon. I said, well, then we got to make it a reality.
Oh my God. Because he's done, you're going to love his, do you know his story?
Yeah.
And he's writing the memoir. He's in my membership group right now. And he just had live edit the other day.
Yes. So I put him in touch with Billy Ann to speak there. So
you did?
Yeah. So I can't promise he'll speak there yet, but first he has to do, we call it the trial run. He'll speak to half our membership virtually. Half our membership's invited. And to see if it lands. He is
such a dear man.
Such a dear man.
But he's actually a really good writer. And he is writing this memoir about, it's for people who have hit this point in their life when there's a transition that they didn't want. So their life gets upended.
Like you get a flower farm, like his case.
Like he had this he's a tennis pro. Did you know that?
No.
Like he's amazing. So he's a tennis pro on this trajectory. It's a great job. And he got called back to the family farm.
And did it.
And it was really devastating to him. There were a lot of stuff that went down, which I won't reveal, but he figured out how to make that farm work. And one of the ways that he did that, well, not a lot of the ways. One of the ways is Profit First. He followed that. He also followed Get Different, which warmed my heart to hear. I never hear from Get Different people.
Yeah.
For doing these cool designs in the fields. Yes. Did he tell you about that?
I saw his pictures of them.
So that that's a Get Different move.
Totally different.
Where from the airplane, it looks like it's got a message.
Yeah, messages. It's unbelievable.
And so he decided to plant 1 million sunflowers, but it wasn't just a marketing thing. It was, deeply held to his heart, and he did it.
So one thing I'm working on behind the scenes is I'm preparing the potential interviewee list for Becoming Self-Made season 2 of our podcast. So we're interviewing these entrepreneurs. I'm like, this guy, I don't know if the budget's to fly down to Australia with a camera crew, but...
Well, maybe you can get one there.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what they would do.
Well, yeah.
But then they got to fly me down too. Like, there's a budget.
But if you're going anyway.
That's exactly. So I'm trying to work.
Oh my gosh. He's the real deal. I'm so glad you met.
Lovely. Thank you for encouraging that. And thank you to Ivan for making the extraordinary effort to be there.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I had minutes. What are some of the kind of upsides or surprises you've had by working on 2 books at once?
I mean, I used to work on more than 2.
Of your own. Now you're doing it of your own.
Well, I haven't started. I don't have an answer for that.
What have you observed? Or working on as a ghost for multiple books. Is there benefits?
Yeah, I feel like we talked about earlier, there's a sense of confidence.
Yeah.
I can do this. There's benefits to always writing. So when you get out of writing season, you kind of have to crank yourself back up. It's like the gym.
Yeah.
You're staying in the gym. You might be working on a different goal in the gym, but if you've got multiple goals and you keep it going, it's going to be easier for you than if you have been out of the gym for a long time.
I like that.
That's what it's like.
Reminder, next week from this going live, this episode, The Money Habit is out. So it's a week away, but you can pre-order it today. Get the book. I am very proud of what this is. Every book I say this, and
it's that Money Habit's not out today.
It's 1 week from today.
It's 1 week
from today.
That's right. Is that what you said? And I
think
just
so.
didn't hear you right?
I hope so. Well, we're clear now. It's 1 week from this episode being broadcast that it's out. So I invite listeners to pre-order the book. It is our best work. And I say it consistently about every book. And I felt weird saying, how can this one be the best? But really, we've elevated our working partnership more and more and more.
Yeah, we're always trying to get better.
This book is a game changer, I think, for authors, families, for anybody who has money coming through their lives. You have a retreat in 2026.
3 of them.
3 retreats.
Editing retreats.
Are these in person, all at Madeline Island?
Yeah.
You go to ajharper.com.
Yeah.
How many people attend a retreat typically?
8.
Okay, so it's very intimate.
Yes.
You work in that studio space?
Yes.
I love that. A beautiful long table overlooking the Lake Superior.
Yes.
It's gorgeous. Will the flowers be in season for at least one of these retreats?
June. Yeah, the lupins.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Go.
It's like a fairyland.
Sign up for the June retreat, and
if you can get in,
you'll go loopy over lupins.
But there's July and August as well, and so you definitely want to check it out if it's a plan. You can work toward it too. You can say, you know what, I don't know if I'm ready. Well, get ready.
And do people work with you in person the entire? It's like full days with you,
yes.
the group. Do you guys eat meals together and everything?
Yes.
Wow. And where do people stay? On the island? There's houses you rent?
We have 2 cabins that we rent.
And they're walking or driving distance from the...
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's magic.
Yeah, it is magic. I want to get back out there. I want to bring Krista out there and just hang out.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Okay. The live podcast. I was talking about it for a while and then I kind of went aside. One thought I had is we could do this for your community live too, because we're doing the virtual ones. If you're ever interested in that, instead of I want to do one in a theater ultimately, this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, maybe we can do it for your own community of authors in my community and just say, hey, we're doing a live virtual.
A live stream?
Yeah, live stream. So that was an idea I had.
I was on a podcast with Robbie Samuels, and he broadcasts live on StreamYard to LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, and then it becomes a podcast episode later.
Yeah, okay, that's basically what I was thinking is maybe we could do that. I mean, it's intentionally a podcast episode, but people would see it months before it goes live.
They'd have to get up early, man, like we do, because this is what works for us.
Yeah, and you have to be on the West Coast. We'll only say it's only available for West Coasters.
Who have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right. But the stuff you'll see. I promised I'd give 2 updates on the Money Habit, or I'd give a couple updates on our marketing that authors could use, and then we'll wrap it up. Is there anything else you wanted to share that you have going on for authors?
I have so much going on. Just go to ajharper.com. But
yeah, that's it. Go to ajharper.com, get a copy of Write a Must Read. And I know you already have a copy, gift it to a friend. What a great gift you can give someone is that book. Also, we have a publishing platform for entrepreneur authors. So if you're writing for entrepreneurs, Simplified is the platform. You can email us at hello@dwtbpodcast.com and to say, I'm interested in Simplified. We can get you details on that. All right, here's the 2 marketing things. I've never done a launch party. I'm doing a launch webinar, but it's 12 hours. So it starts on the 27th of January, which is the launch, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern. We have, as of this morning, 30 guests that are appearing during. You're going to be one of them.
I am.
Yeah, and by the launch, I think we're going to have about 45 guests that are appearing. Everyone's speaking on an element of money and what they can inspire, or the production of the book. You'll be and I talking about behind the scenes stuff. I'm going to be doing readings. I'm really excited for it. So it's a little bit of a filibuster, I guess. Maybe it's 12 hours straight. But I'm really excited about this. So I invite authors to consider the same thing. Everyone that's coming on as a guest has kindly also offered to promote it to their communities. And so we're going to be counting down, inviting people to buy the book throughout because I think it's going to be transformative for them. And we're going to also have a count of how many books are sold. So we're going to start with 0. We're going to then integrate our pre-orders and all this stuff. So we'll have those updates and all that stuff, and we'll see how many books circulate on that day.
Like on a tally on the screen?
That's the idea. So we're seeing if we can pull it off. We have a temporary worker that's came on board. Actually today's Monday, starts today, who's just organizing this one event because it's so demanding on scheduling it. It's Marco, my daughter's boyfriend.
I did see that. I was like, who's Marco?
Yeah, it's my daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah.
He's organizing it. And he's coming to our house on Thanksgiving, so I'm going to drill him. Like, what are you doing here? You should be working. The other update, I don't know if we're going to pull it off, but we're in process for one, and we may do it with others. So we're getting these cutouts, and you call it a book birthday.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, oh, that's such a good idea. And
I didn't start that.
No, but I heard it from you first.
It's a thing in the fiction world, see. So I'm always, since I've been in the fiction world, like I'm always carrying stuff over. Everyone says happy book birthday.
I heard it from you first. On my flight where I woke up and said, oh, AJ should write a book titled Don't Write That Book. And then you sassily said, I already
All right, I'll
that.
think about it.
Okay.
It's gonna sit in my brain until I decide if I want to do that.
The other thing that popped up is like, oh, Macmillan, I'm going to have a cutout of me holding a book in swaddling. On that and a cutout next to it, and it's going to say something to the effect like, "Congratulations, we just had our baby." She weighs in at 1 pound 1 ounce, height 12 inches, and just leave it at Macmillan because we're doing this full day promotion the next day.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can personally go, but I'm going to see if one of our team members can go. Put it right at the entrance there.
I would love to see if they would allow you to do this.
I don't know, but I think with Page 2's relationship, and I've met enough people over there that we can sneak it in the night before. Because I just want everyone coming into work one day, look at their phone, whatever. It's a normal Tuesday, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" And it's going to have a cutout, so it's me and this other person holding the baby, and you can put your face in there, and then like it's a amusement park.
like at
the amusement park.
Yeah, so it looks like like those. Everybody's in lederhosen.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Your faces
exactly.
are in it. Yeah.
So it's gonna be this ridiculous photo, but the baby is a book. So that's my idea. I don't know if we'll pull it off, but we did order one of these already. We're testing it out with our sponsor Relay. So now hopefully they'll have it before this episode comes out. But I was at the Relay offices in Toronto, and everyone there is what's the newest generation? Gen X, Gen Z,
Well, it's Gen Z, and now we're getting into Alpha.
Alpha. So they're Gen Z and Alpha, and we're Gen X, I guess, or we're Boomer.
Yes.
I don't know.
No, we're not Boomers.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Gen X.
My daughter once. Okay, we're Gen X. My daughter once goes, "Oh, you're such a Boomer, Dad." And then
No, wrong.
And I went to her. I said, "I'm not a Boomer," and she goes, "That's what Boomers say." So I thought it was a good
Okay,
comeback.
Adela, Gen X.
So I'm Gen X. So I noticed I am like 20 to 30 years older than everyone else there. So I'm like, oh, this is great. And there was like people, it was Halloween. I was out there and they celebrate it in Canada too. And some people were wearing like Star Wars stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I am sending this cutout. It's Darth Vader, but his helmet off. It's my head. Uh-huh. And it says, "I'm your father." And then it says ... I mean, not really, but technically I'm old enough to be your father.
Uh-huh.
And then it says, "I love Relay."
Cute.
So we are shipping that up there to them.
You know what? I got to tell you something.
What's that?
We used my mom's friend, Athene, who lived in the apartment above us when we were kids, had the biggest crush on Darth Vader. And you just reminded me that the present we gave her was a blow-up Darth Vader. And this would have been like 1981.
And she was crushing on Darth Vader with the mask on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We didn't know what was behind there.
Sardonic.
Yeah, you just had me totally flash back to a memory I completely forgot of delivering a blow-up Darth Vader to her for a gift because of her massive crush.
Darth is a lovely man. Like as we find out.
Well, I don't know.
After the fact, yeah. Like,
I mean,
he comes to the
as
good
a
stuff.
ghost.
As a ghost,
he is
he's a
redeemed.
lovely ghost. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I mean, you wouldn't see Darth Vader in the movie Ghost, like him wrapping his hand around Luke.
Gross. That's
Yeah,
never been a good scene.
You would never see
Why do
that.
people replay this? It's uncomfortable. Who wants to sit there with slimy pottery
Clay,
between
yeah.
your hands, and then someone's like crowding your space
No, I
behind?
think it's very
and then
romantic.
there's a machine. It's not. You know what? That's a hetero thing. That's what it is.
Okay, I thought it was romantic.
Okay, you can replay it.
So next week we're going to talk about behind the scenes
Off the rails.
Totally off the rails. We're going to talk about behind the scenes of The Money Habit.
Yay!
Yeah, some more exciting news is coming that I'm particularly pumped about, and some surprising things too. I invite you to go to ajharper.com. I also invite you to go to dwtbpodcast.com. And shoot, one more thing. On your podcatcher, you're listening right now, type in Becoming Self-Made. Listen to the new show I got going on around the journey of authors and entrepreneurs and how they've achieved what they've achieved, but why they're still in the struggle and how they're navigating it. Any questions, concerns, comments, you email it to hello@dwtbpodcast.com. And we're done. So remember this. Don't write that book. Write the greatest book you can.